Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Variable Barricade. And again, it's been a hot fucking minute because as much as I love this game, I don't know what it is. I just haven't felt in the mode to record. And I think it's because, like, I only have one thing. We're okay. We're not going to be okay really freaking fast because I'm going to have to record something that goes up in tandem with this. And yeah, that's going to suck because I have a couple days before. I mean, I'm like 3 weeks ahead right now with this one. Not quite. And that seems fine, but I still have a whole other game that I need to start recording that needs to go up in a couple of days from like right now when I'm recording this, and I don't even have the game, so we're gonna get behind really fast. But yeah, I don't know. And as much as I love this game, every once in a while it occurs to me like they're not gonna let me have Kasuga, and it makes me so depressed I don't even want to play the game. And I don't know what the hell is fucking wrong with me. I just love Kasuga that goddamn much, in case you didn't know. But anyway, I don't know what it is. I've just been in like a funk where I'm like, I want to play my games, but I also don't want to at the same time, if that makes any sense. And I've just been very lax. So it has been, I don't know, it's been a while, and I should have been way further ahead, but like, I am just not doing good at keeping up with shit right now. So here we are. Anyway, we were running away into the cafe, right? We went for snacks, and then Nayuta basically told his uncle, screw you, I'm going in with her, I'm not a bodyguard. And then like we busted into this joint, right? Is that kind of what happened? I think that's where we are. Anyway, now we're just staring at each other. Awesome. Nayuta and I ate the sweets that the server had brought to us. All of the limited edition Marin sweets on the menu were delicious, just like Samugi said. But more importantly, it's kind of been a while since we could sit and talk like this, huh? Yeah, so much happened at once. More than anything, I just was happy to get some FaceTime with him. I'd be happy to get some FaceTime with Kasuga, but the game's never gonna grant my wish on that, is it? Gonna rip my fucking heart out. Look, all I want is fucking Kasuga, okay? Is it too much? It's apparently too much to ask for. Anyway. I want to apologize again for not being able to protect you properly before. It's okay. Like I said, it wasn't your fault. No, it was. What? The truth is, I could have reacted faster. But I was so caught up in my own head, so I didn't notice until it was too late. And as a result, I wasn't able to protect you. I don't blame anyone who says I'm unfit to be your bodyguard. This was serious. As long as Nayuta thought this way about himself, my clumsy attempts at comforting him might only hurt him. Okay, I understand. Then I accept your apology. In return... No, wait, that's a weird way to put it. Can I ask you something? Sure, what is it? Why did you come in here with me? If you want to get back to being a bodyguard, you're better off listening to Kojiro. You know that, don't you? Well... Look at his sad little face. You just want to pat him on that. It's okay, sweetie. I thought that if you went alone, you wouldn't enjoy yourself, Spacey. What? I mean, wouldn't you be lonely eating by yourself? Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, but... What I did might disqualify me as a bodyguard. Well, I guess that doesn't really apply anymore. But maybe I don't care about that, you know? As long as you don't feel lonely. That's the most romantic thing he's ever fucking said. That's saying a lot. I was utterly speechless. Nayuta was so attached to being my bodyguard. I never thought he'd say something like that. Right? My god, progress. I thought a lot about it, but I couldn't figure out what else I could do that'd be helpful to you, since I'm not that bright. I mean, that's an understatement. So that's why I figured I should do whatever makes you happy, Spacey. So I've been wondering what would make you happy and smile, and I'm super into learning those things about you. It's not the same as being a bodyguard, but I know it's a really important job. That's why I'm glad I handle odd jobs now. It means I can do anything for you. Oh. I was like, what was that? Thump, thump. Oh, it's our heart beating. My heart soared with joy. I had never seen this version of him. It was different from any of his other sides. He wasn't a dog blindly obeying his master. And he wasn't an actor obsessed with the dream of being the perfect bodyguard. He's just Nayuta Yagami, and he's thinking about me. I somehow managed to hold back the tears that were now threatening to spill over. I had no idea if his desire to protect me came from romantic feelings or not, but Nayuta's smile alone is enough to fill me with happiness. Oh, I'm sorry. The parfait we just got's gonna melt. Come on, let's eat. Huh? It looks super good. Come on, dig in. I'm gonna have some too. Nayuta handed me a spoon with a huge smile on his face. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's dig in. I ate a bit of the parfait and smiled back at him, thinking about how he had protected me. Now he's not protecting your body, he's protecting your heart. I'm sorry, it's just, Ichiya gets to you after a while, even though he hasn't been around in a while, and now the cheese is just deep within me too. We're home! Alrighty, I'm gonna help Ichiya with dinner. Nayuta hastily made his way to the kitchen. It seems he hadn't forgotten about his position handling odd jobs. He's totally back to normal. I hope you had a nice day today, Miss Spacey. I'm sorry Nayuta was so oddly enthusiastic. No, it's fine. I was really glad he came. Don't indulge him too much. He's the type that gets carried away easily. Maybe stop being a dick to him, okay? God, you're such a jackass. Like, Kojiro's kind of a dick, but not in the way that you like, you know what I mean? Like, Kasuga being a dick is like, that's the kind of way we like it, okay? We like it that way. You're teasing us. You're being a little bit of a jerk to me. I kind of want you to put on glasses and pin me against a wall and, like, insult me a little, because that's my thing, like, in these games. But, like, Kojiro, you're just being an asshole. And, like, I can't believe I have to jump in here and defend the puppy dog sauceride boy over here, okay? The character I normally don't like. The one that's always, I have to protect you. Of course, his wanting to protect me is different. It's not like, oh, you're too dumb to breathe. No, he's the dumb one. He would just throw himself in front of a car and you're like, I was like 20 feet away from that. It wasn't anywhere near hitting me. Just in case. Like, and I never thought I'd have to be here defending the innocent puppy dog character that they normally annoy the fuck out of me. And I'm like, I mean, you're fun and all, but like, no. But like, stop it. Can't believe I have to defend Nayuta like this. Leave him alone, okay? He's a good boy. He's a little too stupid, but it's fine. We like him anyway. Why do I like the stupid ones all of a sudden? Like, seriously? I mean, again, Nayuta's not my favorite, but he's not like my least favorite. You know what I mean? I think they're all just kind of like, I love this ball of fucking assholery that we got going on in this game. Like, I mean, they will never live up to being Kasuga, but we're not going to get to have Kasuga anyway, and the game is going to make me cry. I don't like it. Why won't you let me have my butler? Oh, wait, why won't you let me have my... Wait. Game, don't do anything gross. Look, if you've been here a while, you already know there was a game in particular recently that we played where I was like, this character is my favorite. Oh, I knew what their secret was the whole time. Don't get me wrong, and I specifically stated it out like, this is what's going to happen, isn't it? And it is, and it does seem a little gross afterward. Everyone who doesn't know is like, I just don't want to spoil the game or anything and like tell you, but like other people are like, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even care. Not my problem. MC's problem, not mine. So like, I'm just hoping that it doesn't go that route. I mean, he's not going to be in the same situation, but like a similar, you know what I'm saying. 5 people know what I'm saying. Okay. Anyone that's been here for like longer than just this game, it probably saw that one, probably knows what I'm talking about, because it was recent, okay? It wasn't a long time ago or anything. Everybody knows. Not everybody, but most people know, and you're like, yeah, that character, yeah, right. There was some iffy situations there, right? That side character. Absolute 100% reason why we couldn't date them, and I will give that to you. I mean, again, that was MC's problem. That's not my problem. That ain't... I'm just saying. But, like, I feel like we're going down that's why you're going to tell me I can't have Kasuga. It's going to be something really wildly inappropriate. Oh, God. Again, not my problem. Her problem, not mine. I'm not her. I can still have Kasuga, right? All right, he's going to need to come work for me. That's fine. But, like, how dare you, game? How dare you set that up like that? Hey, here's Kasuga. He's the best fucking thing in this goddamn game. And then, oh, by the way, you can't have him, and here's why. What kind of sadomasochist made this game? What is wrong with you? fast descent from, like, I love whoever wrote this game to, like, I hate you now. You're on my frowny face list. Screw you, bastards. How dare you? That's where we're going. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. I need to start drinking when we play this game. I can't handle it anymore. Anyway. But, yeah, no. And I normally wouldn't be, like, defending Nayuta. Be like, I kind of... But no, how dare you? He is... Just leave him alone, Kojiro. Jesus. Like, you're handsome and all, but you're such a dick. I think Kojiro's my least liked character in this whole game. He's not a terrible person. He's kind of just an asshole, and it's like a very unpleasant asshole. You have moments where I think you might be nice, and then you turn around and you're so mean to fucking Nayuta, and I'm like, bro, we gotta take this outside. I want to take this outside. Let's go. Let me kick your ass. How dare you? And like, again, this is never a place I thought I would be defending the puppy boy over here. Like the little saucer-eyed dumbass. But yet, here we are, gonna defend my saucer-eyed dumbass. Cause, like, he's just too precious. He's too sweet. He's too good for this world. Like, okay. He is absolutely the meme of, like, we deserve dogs! We don't deserve Nayuta. He's literally a fucking dog. I mean, again, they went really hard with the analogy, and I approve, but Kojiro, stop being a dick! That's my point. I'm not trying to indulge him, but I didn't have the confidence to explain how I felt, so I just mumbled and tried to avoid eye contact. Mind your business! It's an AB conversation. See your way out of it, Kojiro. Jesus! I was a little uncomfortable around Kojiro when he was on bodyguard duty. He was so different to when I first met him, and he was more relaxed. Nayuta does this too. I wonder if all the Yagamis change their personalities when they're in work mode. Yeah, Kojiro turns into an asshole. Like, I mean, I'm sure you're good at your job. And, like, the rumpled daddy look is working for you. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's an attractive man. But, like, just seeing you there, you're like, oh, again, you're that, I've had enough of this shit kind of grizzled cop kind of look going on. That's fine. Okay, yeah. I can work with that. But then your personality just leaves a lot to be desired when you're insulting and being rude to Nayuta. And you can't even be like, I'm just trying to help him grow. No, you're just being a dick for the sake of being a dick. Just saying. As I pondered this, I sensed that Kojiro was smiling awkwardly at me. And, like, maybe he's doing the whole, like, well, if I'm being a jerk to you, or, like, saying this, maybe I'll get you to admit your feelings and, like, whatever, and you're trying to do... Like, look, our grandfather did some shady, douchey shit for our own good. But, like, there was something about... You're like, God, he's an ass, but it's kind of funny. You're like, Grandpa's kind of a wingman. Like, I'm here for that. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, he's kind of a dick, but it's kind of fun. But, like, Kojiro, you're like, no, you just irritate me, and I want to slap you. Just want to slap you, and not punch you. Sometimes. Most of the time, I just want a nice slap across the face, because you kind of deserve it. Wipe that smug look off your face. I don't know. You know? Like, you can't say, I'm doing it for his own good. No, you're just, no. You're just being an asshole to be an asshole. And just kind of, like, playing it off as, like, I'm just doing it for his sake. No. 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 Did I mention no? Because no. You would prefer Nayuta to be your bodyguard, wouldn't you, miss? What? Well, yeah, anyone but you. Regardless, I'm still confident in my abilities. Well, just let me know if you have any complaints about my performance. I'll do what I can to adjust. Yeah, I have a complaint about you being an ass. Kojiro bowed slightly and went straight into the living room. My bodyguard, huh? I thought back to how Kojiro acted today and yesterday. He didn't interfere with me, yet wasn't so far away it was unsafe. He could easily protect me if anything dangerous happened. Like, I mean, I'm sure we should be confident in his abilities. Sure, okay. But that's not the point. You're kind of just dick. He sure was a pro. He did everything perfectly, just as I'd expected of my grandfather's bodyguard. Nayuta did everything perfectly too until he realized he was in love with you. But this isn't right. That's why I'm glad I handle odd jobs now. It means I can do anything for you. Remembering what Nayuta said earlier convinced me. I still want Nayuta to be with me. That's what I want, no matter how. You're like, even if he can't be my lover. Oh, okay, no, we're still in this chapter, alright. Oh! So that's what's going on. It's a big pain, I'm telling you. I'm sure it'd be better for both of them if we separate Nayuta from the young miss as soon as possible. Don't you think? Hey, again, shut up! Now you're definitely not trying to help me! You're just being a jackass! Leave me alone! God, rude! First I can't have Kasuga, now this motherfucker's trying to take my puppy away from me. I don't like this anymore! The whole world is frustrating. Don't make me angry, Kojiro. What the fuck? Man! Huh. Anyway. I'll bet he'll give up if we do that. It was too much for him to be your granddaughter's bodyguard to begin with. And the young miss is surprisingly sentimental. She has a real soft spot for Nayuta. Are you sure she's really your granddaughter? And what do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I don't remember talking about his voice. His old man voice. And I don't know. It's like different every time. But don't you agree, Master? Aren't you worried about such a loose cannon being near your precious granddaughter? Like, see, I feel like Grandpa's like, yeah, he was going to be your bodyguard, but she was like fucking in love with him. So now I'm like, maybe you'll just admit your feelings to each other. Hello? And Kojiro's over here being a fucking moron. Listen, just tell him what's what, dude. So, to piece together all you've been saying, Nayuta's desperate to try to get back to being her bodyguard, and Spacey feels sorry for him and can't give up on the kid. Why is his voice so wrong? I can't do it. Look, I can't right now. I don't know, okay? Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. God, I'm such a good-for-nothing uncle. You're just a good-for-nothing. Kojiro's the character I just really love to hate right now, okay? Look, I need to be mad at somebody, so it's him. Do you really think that's all there is to it? Did I miss something? Yeah, idiot! No, Kojiro. Yes? No wonder you're so lousy with the ladies. High five, Grandpa. Look, our grandfather's an asshole, but he's an amusing asshole. I kind of enjoy it. I'm here for it. Like, Kojiro's just a fucking asshole. Like, there's not really an excuse there. I beg your pardon? How are we suddenly on this topic of conversation? Hell! Every one of you Yagamis are totally useless with anything that's not work. You're heartless, you know that? Oh, enough! It's not like I expect anything more from you. Master? I'll have Spacey come here tomorrow and tell her myself. It'll be quicker that way. Do you think you'll be able to persuade her, Master? We'll see tomorrow, won't we? Gonna tell her you can't have him. Nayuta needs to leave now, but I want him to be my husband. It's about fucking time, you idiot. I mean, we don't have that much left going on in the game anyway. I'm gonna guess we go here to Unwanted Marriage. Ooh. Ooh. Grandfather goes full tyrant and decides on my fiancé for me. I'm too shocked to act, but Nayuta isn't. Ooh. See, now I don't know how this is going to go down, but this makes me think that he's going to be like, fine, you're going to marry this guy over here. Because he knows damn well that we have feelings for Nayuta. We just haven't admitted it. Didn't we, though? I feel like we kind of told our grandfather before when we chose Nayuta as our husband. And then he was like, yeah, she chose you as her bodyguard. Like, we told him that, but it was a fake fiancé thing. But, like, I feel like our grandfather is not stupid. This whole thing makes me feel like that he's like, even he's like, with Kojiro, he's like, God, you're fucking stupid. And he's like, what? And he's like, Jesus Christ, I'll deal with this. God, bunch of fucking morons around me. So he's going to be like, you're going to marry this guy. Right? This dude over here, you're going to marry him. And we're like, and Nayuta's going to be like, no! I need her to be mine! And he's like, what? And he's totally fucking setting this up. Because he's like, you guys are too fucking stupid to admit you like each other, so I'm just gonna fucking do this for you. I mean, I kind of appreciate that, because as someone who's too fucking stupid to figure out if somebody likes me or I like them, I need somebody else to tell me this shit. I'm just saying. Real world scenario. Spacey be sitting there like, what? Yes, so-and-so's in love with you. What? Nah, bullshit. And that person be like, I am. What? Nah, I think you're wrong. Have you talked to yourself about this? I think you're misunderstanding your own feelings. Like, I'm just saying. It's okay, all I need is Kasuga in my life. Where the hell is he, game? I'm gonna need to see that pretty fucking face, alright? It was the day after Nayuta and I went to the cafe. I cannot be the only person who started this fucking game and fucking Kasuga showed up and went, yeah, okay, no, I want to marry my butler. I'm done. That's it, right? Right? I am not the only one who thinks Kasuga's the hottest fucking thing in this game. I'm just saying. Because, like, Jesus. I got ready for school and went down to the living room where something immediately caught my eye. Is it Kasuga? Because that would immediately catch my eye, too. Nope. Nayuta was in a suit. I mean, still a nice touch. I like a man in a suit, so... why are you dressed like that? Oh, well... Nayuta fidgeted like he was caught off guard by my question. Well, you see, apparently my uncle and your grandfather don't want me leaving your side today. So they said I could be your bodyguard just for today. Really? Yeah, that's right. What was going on? I felt so embarrassed for some reason. It's not like this is an embarrassing conversation or anything. And yet I couldn't look Nayuta in the eye. He looked down slightly while keeping an eye on me, as if he were feeling the same thing. This is like two fucking idiots in love. It's kind of adorable right now. I kind of like this. Oh, then that means that today... You know your breakfast is getting cold while you two lovebirds are chatting out here, right? See, Shion gets it. Nobody else. Everybody else gets it, except for the two of us don't kind of get it. And Kojiro gets fucking nothing. Like, I know that I like Nayuta. Nayuta knows that he likes me. Everybody else knows that we like each other. Kojiro has no fucking clue about anything that's going on. At all. He has no clue that Nayuta's in love with me, and no clue that I'm in love with Nayuta. But everybody else has got it. Just saying. Just want to put that out there. Everybody knows! You know, except for the two of us, only know one side. Kojiro knows nothing! Kojiro is dumber than I am when it comes to this shit, and that's saying something. Okay. What? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Come on, before Ichiya starts huffing and puffing. Alright. Shion had a big grin on his face as he led us into the dining room. On the way over, I thought about what Nayuta said. Nayuta's my bodyguard for today. That means we'll get to spend more time together than usual. Thinking about it brought a smile to my face. I then quickly patted my cheek so that he wouldn't notice it. I haven't been back to your school in a while, so I'm kind of nervous. A shy smile crept onto Nayuta's face. But don't worry, I'll keep you out of harm's way, Spacey. Okay, thank you. Is something wrong? He gave me a strange look, and I realized I'd been unconsciously staring at him. Oh, no, it's just I was thinking about how you weren't in work mode today. I'm sorry, was I being too loud? No, not at all. You've just got this different vibe, that's all. Oh, okay. He forced a smile, but then it gradually relaxed into a genuine one. If you want, Spacey, I can go back to how I used to be, but I feel like something's different now. Protecting you is important to me, of course, but that's not the only thing. I wish I could help relieve all your stress. Oh, dear. Ooh, no, you have a choice of words. Hi. Oh, relieve all my stress. Oh. You come here for this fucking shit, don't you? Oh, but I'm still going to be diligent about my bodyguard duties, of course. I'll be on guard the whole time, so don't you worry. His honest smile dazzled me so much that I had to look away for a moment. My cheeks felt hot. My heart ached. It's just like he said yesterday at the cafe. He was trying his best to make me happy. He wanted to see me smile. That's all he was thinking about. He was just there for me. When I thought about it that way, my chest tightened and I could barely look at his face. But I really wanted to tell him. Thank you. I didn't know if he'd heard what I'd whispered. However, I could sense that he was smiling as he sat next to me. Yo, see the fucking shit on the... What is on the fucking... Every time. I miss it, but there's shit on the bottom of the... Why is the car dirty? Jesus. Kasuga, what the fuck are you doing? You don't have anybody cleaning this car? You don't make chauffeur clean the car? Driver, clean the car. I can't. I want to do like a fucking Karen Walker voice. But like... From Will and Grace, if you don't... Anyway. Okie dokie. Have a good day, Spacey. I'll be back after school to pick you up. Thank you! Nayuta waved goodbye to me, beaming from ear to ear. I smiled back and made my way through the school gates. Samugi was waiting for me, looking completely stunned at what she just saw. Nayuta's back to being your bodyguard. No, it's just for today. I'll tell you all about it in class. Come on, let's go. All right. I feel like today's going to be a great day. All because of Nayuta. Oh, yeah, it's going to get worse. At least that's what I should have thought. Yeah. At least that's what should have happened. But my optimistic bubble burst after school. Maybe Nayuta's already waiting for me. Gotta get there. What? Okay, no. I do not accept this. I gotta get there, Nayuta. What? And you're all of a sudden I can just feel your instant disappointment. It's Kasuga. You're like, maybe Nayuta's oh, this is even better. Listen, this girl's got problems. Okay, you know what, sweetie? That's fine. You go off with Nayuta. I'm gonna take the fucking butler. Just leave us forever alone. Okay, I'm gonna take him away. You don't deserve Kasuga if you're disappointed that he's here. I just don't understand you. Stop it. You should never be disappointed that Kasuga is here. Kasuga is perfect. Kasuga's probably my motherfucking brother or some shit, okay? That's probably why we can't marry him. Alright, that's all I'm saying. But you know what? That's your problem, girlfriend, not mine. He's not related to me. I'm taking him. I'm running away. I don't give a fuck. Why don't you know what? Why do all these games gotta make your, like, I don't know, he's like our sibling or something. It's like our fucking twin brother that we didn't know we had. Gotta make our dads and our cousins and our brothers hot. Like, I don't, like, what are you doing? Why? Why you do this? They do it on purpose. They know they're fucking they know what they're fucking doing. They're like, we're gonna give you weird fetishes. Yeah, I mean, apparently. Because, like, we all know, well, most of us know in the prior game where I fell in love with the himbo. Hi, when did that happen? Why am I in love with the himbo? Is never the character I'm in love with, and that was my favorite. Fuck, I don't know what's happening anymore. So apparently, I'm moving to Alabama because these games are. Look, I don't know that, but I'm just saying, if you're not gonna let me marry Kasuga, you better have a goddamn good reason, and it better be because he's my twin fucking brother. And that's still not a good enough reason. Ew. Oh, God. Anyway. Why is she so disappointed? I mean, seriously, I'm just disappointed in her. Because you knew, she's like, oh, no, you're just going to be the... And you're like, oh, here's the disappointment. She's disappointed. I feel the disappointment. Flip the next screen and here's Kasuga. Excuse me. No. This makes me happy. Look at how fucking stunning this man is. I am happier. This game's just got to ruin everything for me, isn't it? I do really love this game. But, like, I also hate it a little bit. Because I'm not going to get to marry Kasuga. Is that the Unwanted Marriage? It's absolutely wanted! Yes! Anyway. What? Oh, hey. Where's Nayuta? And Kasuga's like, excuse me? Hello? I know. I looked at Kasuga, puzzled. Kasuga just opened the car door with his usual calm. I thought it said charm at first, and I'm like, yeah, he is. Oh, let's get you in the car first. I reluctantly got in the back seat, and Kasuga directed the driver to immediately start the car. You're like, where the fuck is Nayuta? You know what? I'm not complaining. I would love to be in the backseat of a car with Kasuga. There's not enough room back there. Kasuga, I'm just going to need to show you something in my room. Come with me. Does my room have a lock on it? I don't know. But I just love him. Anyway. So, what happened to Nayuta? He was supposed to be my bodyguard today. I couldn't stop myself from asking about Nayuta again. Kasuga then bowed his head slightly. This whole time, I just really... I know we can't have Kasuga, and it's going to be something kind of just inappropriate. Like, again, he's like our twin brother or some shit, and he knows and we don't. Which is going to make my, like... But, like, I just don't even want to... I just want to be like, no, Kasuga's just... Why are you in love with Nayuta? I'm perfect! I know you are! Kasuga and I are on the same page here. Maybe not, because he might know that he's related to her. I don't know, but I'm just saying. I can't live vicariously through games if you keep doing this shit to me, is all I'm saying, you know? I mean, okay. Wait a minute. Our eyes are more purpley, but they're all similar in color now that I'm looking at it.
His are more like a reddish kind of color, and ours have a little more purple in them, but I'm okay. Anyway.
I apologize, Miss Spacey. The situation has changed. Mr. Yagami's currently waiting at home.
Waiting at home?
All of your plans have been cancelled for today, but we're heading straight for the family estate in Kamakura. The master contacted me. An urgent matter has come up.
I see. Looks like I got my hopes up for nothing. To make matters worse, Grandfather called this urgent meeting. That alone gave me a bad feeling. Yeah, that should, but I feel great about having Kasuga right here. Come back. It turned out my intuition was right on the money. Also, why would you give me such amazing CGs like Kasuga with that fucking sweater over his shoulders like a fucking pompous rich asshole? Like, I mean, hi, that's just right there being like, he belongs with me. All I'm saying, and he's like, why wouldn't you say hi to me? And let's say he just wants us to, I mean, stop it. I just want to cry. Why won't you let me have Kasuga? I got 3 more routes in this fucking game for me to pine and be freaking miserable, all I'm saying. It turned out my intuition was right on the money. Oh, see, that's foreboding. Your intuition's right on the money. You can't have Kasuga because he's like your brother or some shit. Damn it.
Listen here, Spacey. I've officially chosen your fiancé.
Huh? Grandfather and I were the only ones in the room. I think it took at least 10 seconds for his words to truly sink in. He officially chose my fiancé? What? I felt like yelling was a pretty natural response to the situation. I can't read. You decided, Grandfather? How could you do something like that out of the blue?
Isn't it obvious? I did it because you've been dragging your feet picking a new fiancé. I can only keep the Branch families off our backs for so long. I've given you plenty of time, yet you've done absolutely nothing.
He is absolutely like, if I tell her this shit, maybe she'll, like, fight for Nayuta and finally admit her fucking feelings because, like, Jesus fucking Christ, girl, get on the ball. She's only 17, for fuck's sake. Just saying. That was a low blow. But he was right. I think I'd been avoiding the reality of the situation. But that's because I love Nayuta. Girl, say it.
I thought a lot about it, but I couldn't figure out what else I could do to be helpful to that'd be helpful to you, since I'm not that bright. So that's why I figured I should do whatever makes you happy, Spacey.
I love the fact that he's self-aware that he knows he's an idiot.
That's why I'm glad I handle odd jobs now. It means I can do anything for you.
Yeah, the odd job I need you to do is to be my fucking husband. It's an odd job, because I'm an odd person, so. He had pulled the rug out from under me. I couldn't think about anyone else while he was on my mind. Right? I can't think about anyone else while Kasuga's fucking just in existence, so I get this. But that was nothing more than an excuse. Then tell me, whom did you choose? Who is my fiancé?
Whom do you think? One of the 3 suitors, of course.
No, that's not what I... You need to be clearer!
So you want to know which one, do you?
That's what I asked!
Well, it's
a
secret.
That evil old vulture! He really is, but it's funny. I cursed him inwardly. This was not the time nor the place for his sly games. Again, he's doing this just to push us, you know?
Now, don't glare at me like that. There's no need to worry. You'll find out by Christmas.
By Christmas?
Yes, that's when we've scheduled your engagement party. We'll announce your fiancé then.
See, he's basically like, tell him you love him before Christmas. Hello. And that means...
It means you can look forward to finding out who your fiancé is then.
Who would look forward to something like that?
If I don't do it this way, you'll try and run away from the problem the first chance you get. I'll admit my method's a bit unfair, but it's the best way. And no matter what you say, the final decision stands.
Oh my god, did he actually pick Nayuta as my fiancé? Oh my god!
That's all I have to say. You should enjoy what little personal time you have left.
It's like you're sending me to prison or some shit. Like, I know I got a fiancé, but I'm still allowed personal time. What, like, hello? I'm I'm not like fucking Kasuga where I have no personal time. That was all grandfather said before leaving the room. My sleeve got stuck on the thing. He chose my fiancé. I muttered to myself in disbelief at the reality that had been thrust upon me. I wish it were Kasuga. But, you know, probably shouldn't marry our brother. I mean, we are rich, so I think it works, right? I mean, that's what happens. Historical dramas and rich people marry cousins and shit, so whatever. Later, I could tell Kasuga was concerned about me as we went back to the house. It seemed like he'd known about the situation beforehand. Like, see, Kasuga knows too much, though. You know what I'm saying? Kasuga knows you're my Kasuga, you know you're my twin brother. Why you well, I mean, he can't be my twin brother. He's like 4 or 5 years older than me. So somebody pointed that out on the screen. I get it, but I'm just saying there is some kind of like he's some kind of family member or some shit. There's just something that's because otherwise the game has no fucking excuse why we shouldn't be allowed to marry Kasuga when you were blatantly throwing him in our face. You were blatantly giving us beautiful CGs. You made him fucking perfect. They knew what they were doing. This is not like other characters where like, this is a fun side character and I'm sure people are going to love, you know, and you're like, I really love this side character, you know, and some people are like, I need that side character. Why can't I date the side character? You know what I mean? Like, think of any other game that we've played. There's always a side character too. You're like, this one's hot. I would date them. But like, not all of them, right? Kasuga's literally like the only fucking side character that's not related to us and, well, you know, like our grandfather or like fucking Kojiro, right? Or, well, Kaz. Taz? Yes? What the fuck is his name? Is it Kazu, that's his name. Whatever his name is. I can't remember. The Ichiya's fucking brother or some shit. Come on. Alright? And you know that there's people like, oh, I want to marry Kazu. Oh my god, he's so great. I'm sure. And I'm sure there are people like pining over Kojiro, right? Like, got some daddy issues over there. Okay, great. But like, seriously. You're trying to tell me they put Kasuga in this game and made him this fucking perfect, this goddamn, like, beautiful, pop those CGs in there so that we're like, oh yeah, no, Kasuga's my best friend. No, motherfucker. They were like, we want them to want Kasuga, so then we reveal that he's related to you? You feel like the degenerates you are. You know what? You're not gonna make me feel bad about it. Maybe you will, because I'm still really hoping that's not the case. But like, listen. In historical dramas, like all of them, we've, well, okay, like Hakuoki wasn't like that, but like Nightshade was kind of like that. Like, we dated our cousin. I hear Beardoshana has a fucking like some kind of relation like that going on in it, and you're like, great, it's historical. I gotta pretend he's not my cousin. Ew, whatever. But you know what? At this point, I've been put in so many goddamn cages. I'm starting to like that shit. So like, you can't dangle a cousin in front of me and me be like, well, I mean, fuck it, whatever. Because I'm into my family. So gross. I'm just saying. You know, in real life, no. All my cousins are girls anyway. I only ever had one male cousin. He passed away a long time ago. But, you know, he was also gay. So, you know, that wouldn't work. But I'm just saying, like, in real life, ew, no. Gross. But, like, in this game, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Unless Kasuga's my dad, and even then, I mean, he's hers, not mine. All I'm saying. You know, I can pretend that never happened. I am really good at denying shit, okay? What? No, yeah, he's related to her in the game, not me. I'm a totally separate entity. I like, as much as I self-insert into the game, I can easily disassociate and be like, I'm not that character. Oh, damn, poor MC. Poor MC. Kasuga's your cousin or your brother or some shit? Well, he's not mine. Taking him home. Just saying. He's your dad, I'll be your stepmom, I guess. Like, I'm just saying, like, I can easily disassociate as much as I self-insert into games. Okay. But they knew what they were doing. All I'm saying. Motherfuckers. Oh, I hate this. I love this game, but I hate it right now because it just makes me sad. I just love Kasuga too much. I'm already sad about the end of this game, and we're like 2 years away from it, especially how long it's taken me to play this part. Anyway. I'm home. Hey, there you are. We were wondering where you were. I mean, I do love Ichigo, though. I'm not gonna lie. So, like, Oh, yeah, Where's Nayuta? Oh, he's out at the store.
Spacey, what's wrong? You look a little pale.
I mean, Shion is absolutely gorgeous, minus the weird jellyfish tentacle thing going on. Chop that off and he's beautiful. And, like, Ichi is just fucking Ichi. He's pretty. It's kind of hot. And he's just a fucking cheese ball, and I love it. Taiga's actually pretty, too. Yeah, I mean, all of them are, you know? So, again, I like this man harem. Just let me also have Kasuga, and let's just pretend he's not related to me, which is probably what you're going to tell me. I don't know that for a fact. Nobody spoil it for me, but, like, just, I'm preparing myself. I'm preparing myself for the inevitable game trying to tell me that I'm a degenerate, and it's like, you know what? Fuck you. I don't care. Still taking him home with me. I flinched in surprise at how quickly he saw through me. What do I say? How should I tell them? I should have been able to say something, but I couldn't find the words. Spacey. So, Grandfather asked to see me today, and then he told me that he's chosen my official fiancé. What? All three of them were shocked. I began to tell them what transpired between Grandfather and me. And they don't even know. They're like, so which one of you isn't? And they're like, he hasn't told me. Ichi's like, it wasn't me. I would know. And nobody else knows. So obviously Grandfather's probably going to be Nayuta. Absolutely. I see. And that's what happened. Well, this is quite a problem. I mean, I'm certainly glad that he chose me, but how can I honestly be happy under these circumstances? But I do want to be with Spacey. Curse my good looks and natural charm for winning him over so effortlessly. I can't say anything Ichiya says with a straight face. It cracks me up. He's such a cheeseball. I love him so much. Bro, who said anything about it being you?
He's right, Ichiya. Read the room, would you? And now's not the time for your delusions and jokes.
Yeah, my delusion is that I can marry Kasuga. But this is how I truly feel.
Anyway, isn't this all rather sudden? I haven't heard a single word about this.
Yeah, same here. The hell is that old dude thinking? Maybe we should go talk to him too. But just then...
I apologize for not explaining the matter to you all sooner.
Kasuga walked into the living room and calmly bowed his head. This is such a cruel joke that this game is playing on me, and I am very mad about it. Seriously, look at I hate this game.
I'll explain everything to the suitors. This way, gentlemen.
Seeing Kasuga gesture to the open door, I impulsively shouted, Now wait just a minute! Is something going on? If so, then I want to hear it too! After all, don't I have the right to hear about my life? You know, and just being able to kind of yell at Kasuga and he's got to take it. Something about that's kind of nice. Now I need to step on someone.
I apologize, miss. This is the master's wish. Now please excuse me.
Come back here! How could you do this to me, Kasuga? I love you so much. The three boys followed Kasuga with apologetic looks on their faces. I mean, I feel like he's telling them, like, okay, so here's the deal. We gotta get these two motherfuckers to admit they love each other. Because, like, you know, I'm just saying. Also, when they were trying to go on a date with me and where they were playing Super Mario Brothers, like, Super Mario Kart over there, whatever, like... basically. And, like, they were doing that, and then, like, fucking Kasuga got in there and was like, ha ha ha, foiled. I mean, I'm just saying, they always set it up for Kasuga to be, like, trying to stop them, because he doesn't want us to be with any of these idiots, because he knows he's the best man for us. But he's like, our fucking whatever? Come on. That's rude, game. How dare you? You did this on purpose. These writers are sick, sick bastards. Rude. Fucking rude. I'm gonna demand freaking. I'm sued. I'm gonna sue you for emotional distress. It's not fair. In the end, I was left alone in the living room, and I don't even get to stare at Kasuga, but it doesn't really matter because he's probably our brother or some shit. Cousin? I don't know. What's going on? Just what wish is he talking about? Kasuga's always like this. He takes Grandfather's side only when it's actually important. I mean, it's better than all the time. I can't trust anyone anymore. Absolutely no one. Well, Nayuta. But what if Nayuta heard about this? If he did, would he be on my side? I'm not so sure about that. After all, he was the first to encourage me to pursue the other 3 boys. I mean, that's the thing that would hurt. That hurts me too. Like, Kasuga, you're like, Kasuga, why would you betray me? Actually, seriously, Kasuga, that hurts my feelings. It really hurts. I love you so much. What are you doing?
Wow, so it's finally decided, huh? Congratulations! I'm super excited for you.
If he congratulated me enthusiastically like that, I don't think my heart could take it. My heart can't take the fact that the game will let me have Kasuga, so I get you. Although Samugi did say Nayuta was exceedingly thick-headed and just didn't realize his feelings for me. But ultimately, I couldn't even figure that out. What does Nayuta think of me?
I feel like something's different now. Protecting you is important to me, of course, but that's not the only thing. I wish I could help relieve all your stress.
Well, this is very stressful, so I'm just saying. It hurts to know he's trying to take care of me. But I didn't know if he was doing that because he liked me. Or maybe it was because I was his master. That could be it. If so, just when I was feeling dejected.
I'm home!
He's back? Why right now? Oh my god, oh my god! Well, I broke out in a cold sweat. I could hear the sound of footsteps coming down the hallway, closer and closer. What do? I can't run away now. What should I do? How should I act?
Nayuta Yagami has returned with the spoils of victory! I got milk, bread, chocolate.
Oh, great, we can make milk chocolate sandwiches.
Oh, Spacey, you're back already. I heard you had something to take care of at the family estate. But what are you doing in here all alone? Where's Ichi and the others? Yeah, I totally got what they asked for, too. Where'd they go? Do you know?
Yes, Kasuga, needed them?
Oh, really? He did? Hey, Spacey? What?
He just stared at me as I involuntarily backed away from him.
Did something happen?
What do you mean? Where'd that come from all of a sudden?
Because you seem kind of down. If there's anything I can do, just let me know. I'll do anything I can to help. Anything!
His intense gaze made me hesitate for a moment. Should I tell him? How would he respond? Would I get a proper answer back? I think you should tell him it's worth a shot. Because then otherwise you're just going to be pining and wondering until Christmas, and then you're going to get married to someone else, and you're always going to wonder. But if you tell him now, and then he's happy for you, nothing happens, you have time to fucking try to get over it. You have time to start trying to piece together your shattered heart. I'm just saying, break it now and get it over with. I mean, obviously he's gonna, whatever, but I'm just saying. I didn't know. I had absolutely no clue. But I was at my limit right now. I couldn't stand that there were so many things I didn't understand anymore. Say, Nayuta, what do you think of the 3 boys?
What do you mean?
Like, what if I married one of them? Do you think I'd be happy?
What?
I want to hear your opinion. He looks so sad. Look at his sad face. It's so cute. What do you think? Nayuta? Hello? Nayuta? Huh? His eyes opened wide like he had come to his senses.
Oh, don't worry. I was listening. You were asking me who you should marry, right?
What should I do now? I've clearly embarrassed him. I felt a rush of regret when I saw the bewildered look on his face. I'm sorry for saying anything. Ignore me. I was just curious.
No, it's fine. So, they're all good guys, and there's no rush. So, what I'm saying is, maybe you should take your time since you got plenty of it.
No, I don't.
What?
I don't have any more time.
What do you mean?
Nayuta's face tensed up. I averted my gaze from his and looked down. Grandfather told me today at the family estate. He decided my fiancé on my behalf. But it seems like the guys hadn't heard about it either. Except for Grandfather, no one knows who my fiancé will be.
Just out of the blue like that? No, there's only one thing that matters here. Tell me, Spacey. Is this okay with you? Are you alright with all of this?
His eyes were sincere as he questioned me. I said, "It is what it is." "No, I'm not! No, I'm not!" Like, girl, she would not say, "It is what it is." That's so wishy-washy. She'd be like, "No. No, I'm not, because I love you." That's what the ... is. She's not going to tell him, though. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's right. Ba-ching! No, I'm not okay with this at all. It's so sudden, and he's being downright tyrannical. I hate that old coot for what he's doing. Well, then... But it's also my fault. I tried things out and couldn't choose anyone. But I did actually choose one of them. Nayuta, the guy right in front of me. And yet he had no clue. He thought I chose him as my bodyguard, not my fiancé. And that's what he still thought. So I'll just have to pretend none of that ever happened. All of it. My feelings, too. Just everything. None of it ever existed. I desperately told myself that's what I'd do and forced a smile. See, the thing that sucks is if your grandfather chose, like, that other dude, you know, oh, there's this other guy whose dad wants you to marry him and, like, whatever, he's perfect, you know, and he's like, no, I want you to decide for yourself. But if he had said, fine, you're going to marry that guy, that would be okay because, like, it wouldn't be okay. But I'm just saying, and you'd be like, oh, that guy doesn't know you're in love with Nayuta, so you could just pretend and love Nayuta in your head. But how fair is it for your grandfather to be like, oh, you've got to marry Shion? And Shion's like, yeah, okay, I know you love Nayuta. That feels a little awkward. That's like so, like, I mean, it's disrespectful for strange guy for you to marry him and be in love with someone else. But, like, he doesn't know. So, like, you're going to be like, all right, I have to marry him and I'll try to be a good wife and everything. And maybe I'll eventually, like, respect him and care about him and stuff like that while pining for Nayuta deep down inside as I bury it away. You know what I mean? He doesn't know about that. It'll be okay. You could get around it. But, like, you're going to marry, like, Ichiya or Nayuta. Not Nayuta. Ichiya or Shion or Taiga. And they know, they're like, this is awkward. We both know you're in love with Nayuta. That's not going to help. You can't shove your feelings down and pretend they don't exist when the person you're staring at every night over the dinner table is like, I know you wish I was Nayuta! Like, that's just a recipe for fucking disaster. Like, I mean, obviously we're gonna marry Nayuta in this route, but I'm just saying, like, dude, that's kind of cold to those poor boys. Just let me marry Kasuga, it'd be so much better. It will always end up there, just so you know. I desperately told myself that's what I'd do and forced a smile. But maybe I'm lucky, you know? All the boys have their quirks, but they're not bad people. And it's better than marrying a complete stranger. No! There's something off with your smile, Spacey. And I don't want to see you looking like that. I looked into his serious eyes and bit my lip, unable to say anything. Yeah, powerful, commanding Nayuta's kind of sexy. I'm here for this. You'll be okay. Just relax. I took a deep breath and tried to speak as calmly as I could. It's fine, I'm totally okay with this. Why can't I marry Kasuga? It doesn't matter what I have to say. It's a done deal. I guess we're gonna have an engagement party on Christmas Eve, and my fiancé will be announced then. Miss Spacey, don't tell me you're actually okay with that! It's grandfather's decision. I can't go against him. But... I'm sorry, Nayuta. I have to go get changed now. Wait, don't leave! I looked down at my feet and hastily made my way to the door. Nayuta's gonna run to Kamakura. I had to do this. If I had continued to talk with him, I surely would have said something I didn't want to. I'd probably complain and then end up saying something I couldn't take back. I was sure I'd embarrass him. It should have been Nayuta. You're the one that I told him I wanted, and then you thought I was a bodyguard, and now I just feel like an ass. I'm sorry, Nayuta. Spacey! I wish it were Nayuta. However, he wasn't a suitor anymore, so there was absolutely no chance of him becoming my fiancé. But why? All I could do was clasp my hands together tightly and try to hold back the tears welling up in my eyes. Well, if you're lucky, whoever you marry, you know, in the offshoot bad ending of this version, right, would be like, it's fine, I know you're into Nayuta, so if you want him to be your bodyguard and you want to have a fling with your bodyguard, that's okay. Is it cool if I also have a fling with my butler who might be my brother? I'm just saying, like, whatever. Weird times. We're rich. It's okay. Rich people do stupid, weird shit, and it's everything's different for them. Okay. If you're in that 1%, the rules don't apply to you, so therefore boning my brother is totally acceptable and not creepy or weird in the slightest. I'm sure he's like a cousin or some shit, like somehow related to a distant cousin, whatever. He's not really our brother, but I'm just saying the game is gonna totally try to fuck you over on that. Where they're like, did you like Kasuga? Yeah, you want him. I know you can't have him. And then also he's your brother. Like, they're just gonna try to make it as awful as they possibly can for all of us, because they knew exactly what they were doing, but put Kasuga in our motherfucking faces this whole game, being motherfucking perfect and giving us beautiful fucking CGs, and then being like, you can't have him, by the way. And you're like, what? Why? That makes no sense. That's not fair. And they're like, he's your brother. And you're like, I know that you're trying to dissuade me, but I'm still not sold. Give me Kasuga. I'm just saying. You can say all that shit as much as you want, but you've tempted me long enough in this game. Nothing you can do is going to change my mind. Well, you know what? Don't take that as a challenge. Just leave it. Like, let me have Kasuga and back away slowly. You put Kasuga on the table and you back the fuck away and out of this room, motherfucker. Anyway, we got 2 options here, and we are supposed to go to one last memory. Is it this one? Yes. One last memory. I waver between my feelings for Nayuta and my upcoming engagement. Samugi offers me some advice. We'll start this. We're almost at time, but one gloomy morning, I'd been feeling depressed ever since grandfather told me he'd decided my fiancé for me. Only a few days left now. And then to top it all off... Good morning, Spacey. Like always, I prepared a very special breakfast for you today. Here you are. It's a fruit sandwich with plenty of those strawberries you love so dearly. They're just as sweet as my feelings for you. Wow, really? Okay, Ichio would be the perfect one for your grandfather to set you up to marry, because he clearly does not give a fuck that you're in love with Nayuta. He's like, whatevs. Oh wait, your grandfather's gonna make you marry me? I'll take it. Gosh, I feel so bad about this, but not really. He's the only one without a conscience, so like, whatevs.
Hey, Spacey, since it's getting so cold and dry out, how about we go to a spa? One of my friends is an esthetician, and he said he could give us a full body treatment.
Yo, babe, let's ditch the dead weight and hit the town. The ocean looks pretty awesome in the winter, and there's probably a bunch of places you don't know about.
Wait, are they all hitting on me now? Really? All of you? None of you have a conscience or a soul? You're like, yeah, I know you're in love with Nayuta, but like, sweet. I'll take it. They're all trash. I don't know what I was expecting. The boys have been talking my ear off all morning. Are they trying to make me feel better about it, maybe? But also, I think they're all a little bit trash.
Anybody home? Talking here, babe. Talking about a date. What do you say?
Ugh, leave me alone. Girl, you gotta say that shit out loud. What do you all want? You're suffocating me. Tiger grinned with satisfaction when he heard my cry of frustration.
Hey, you better watch yourself, babe. You sure you want to let us see this side of you?
Huh?
Don't you get it? One of us 3 is your future husband, you know.
This crap again! Lately the guys have been like this day and night. Bird, stop it! Don't you shriek! They'd played it cool for a while, but now they were coming on strong, bringing up stuff like fiancé and marriage at every opportunity. It's gonna bite you on the ass when Nayuta's my fiancé. Ever since Kasuga explained what was going on. What in the world did Kasuga tell them? But no matter how many times I asked, the answer was the same. Where the fuck is Rabbi when you need him? Although Kasuga wouldn't let Rabbi be in the room because he knows. I can't tell you. When I asked the boys who the fiancé was, all 3 of them said in unison, "We don't know, they haven't told us anything." I was sick of hearing all those answers, yet they echoed in my mind. So I decided to vent my frustrations. You know what? There's no point in doing any of that now. Grandfather's certainly not going to reverse his decision.
Oh, is that what you think, babe? It's actually the other way around. None of us know who your grandfather's gonna choose as your fiancé. Personally, I'm getting myself good and ready for the old man to choose me.
Yeah, I kind of just would disagree with you. I'm not really sure why he would choose you. No offense, Taiga. Getting ready?
Yep, that's right. You know, babe, if you're like your partner better to begin with, you'll have an easier time embracing the old dude's decision.
I'd have an easier time embracing it? His words left me stunned for a moment. I liked you at first, and I probably would have been like, well, this sucks, but at least I know you. But now you have just gone to the bottom of the list, Taiga. What a dick. I feel like Kasuga was like, all right, so here's the deal. Try to push them together. Like, that's why they're not telling us. And they're just, you know what I mean? Kind of like they were all doing their sus thing to try to get Nayuta and I to be together. They're like, idiots, figure out your feelings, you know? Let's go on a date so Nayuta will realize he's in love with you, right? They're like, fucking fight for Nayuta. Do it. That's what your grandfather wants you to do. But, like, instead of telling us, they're just pushing us to make the decision for ourselves. But, like, seriously, Taiga, Jesus. The attitude right now. Bottom of the list. I know, I figure that's why he's doing it, but it's like, damn, that's cold. Anyway, his words left me stunned for a moment. Embrace. As a fiancé and as a partner in marriage. That's why they're here. For that privilege. But surely they figured out I have feelings for Nayuta. Surely they figured it out. Girl, where have you been? They knew a while ago. What do you think the dates were? You were all in cahoots. Did you forget that? Jesus. And yet they're still insisting on marrying me? I feel like you should be like, surely they remember. I knew they had their reasons, though. But still. Just then.
Ichiya! I got the miso from the store like you asked for.
It's Nayuta. I looked up, startled by his booming voice.
Here you go, Ichiya!
Hold on. Nayuta, how are you back already? And the store is really far away.
Sure is! I sprinted the whole way there.
They were trying to keep Nayuta away from me.
Oh, Spacey, good morning!
He gave me a big grin. I relaxed and smiled back. Good morning, Nayuta. I have a favor to ask.
Attaboy, Nayuta. You done good. Going out and buying that. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Me? Thank you very much.
Fucking love how adorably stupid he is. I don't know.
Spacey, you were about to say something, right? What's up?
What? Oh, yeah, okay, so...
Hey, Spacey, you should try this yogurt. It's quite lovely and smooth.
Why are they trying to keep me away from Nayuta? It's interesting. I feel like that's part of the plan, right? Like, obviously, like, oh, if we keep her and Nayuta away, she'll eventually cave and be like, no, I want Nayuta! Or he'll get frustrated, or one of them will fucking crack. So they're trying to keep us apart. Because, like, otherwise, there's no reason for this. You know what I mean? They, like, sure, I love Nayuta, and they know that, but hey, he's not in the picture. They only have to compete with each other now. So, like, if they actually thought one of them was my fiance and they weren't all in cahoots trying to, like, force one of us to crack and say something to my grandfather, right? They wouldn't be trying to push Nayuta out of the picture, because they'd be like, well, he doesn't have a shot in hell, so, woo, whatever. You know what I mean? No harm. Doesn't matter, Nayuta. Flirt with her all you want. She's my wife now. Wait, that's fucking... Get away from my wife now. But you know what I mean? Like, there's no reason for this. He's not a threat to them. So, they're doing this on purpose. So, anyway. Oh, yes, and that's right. And I thought this pear jam would pair well with it. I've got it right here. My God, you're so fucking cheesy.
Here, have a bite.
Have 2 bites, or 3. Ugh, these stupid boys! They were ramping up their aggressive come-ons, which prevented me from talking to Nayuta. Yet another bit of puzzling behavior. They've been acting stranger and stranger ever since Kasuga spoke with them. Since they're not going to give it a rest this morning, neither will I. Girl, yeah, lose your shit. Hey, Nayuta!
Yes?
Today after school...
Oh, wait a sec! Nayuta, I need you in the courtyard stat. Get out there and pull all them weeds. Huh? Oh, okay. But Spacey's trying to tell me something right now. Whatevs, bro. Just hop to it. Yeah.
Nayuta tried to turn his attention back to me, but Taiga kicked him out of the dining room. Oh my God! What is up with these stupid boys? You know what? Whoever you get forced to marry, you should pay back them constantly and be like, really? This is for not letting me talk to Nayuta. Kick him in the shins, push him down the stairs. Oh, my husband died mysteriously. Now I get the dead husband robe. Woohoo! Look, I'm just gonna have an affair with my butler brother. It's going all off the rails. I whipped my head around to glare at them. I felt filled with hatred.
I haven't seen that look of yours in a while.
Ah, come on, don't stare at us like that. Weeds are a serious business. You gotta take care of those suckers pronto, know what I'm saying? What kind of pathetic excuse is that? I exhaled with a sharp sigh, then roughly pushed my chair back. That's enough! I'm going to school! Just before leaving the dining room, I glared at them once more for good measure. They know exactly what they're doing, and they're doing it on purpose. Because, again, if they push me to my breaking point, I'll say something to my grandfather. I'll fight for Nayuta. Nayuta will fight for me. You know what I mean? Like, they're totally in cahoots on this. Everybody. Except for Kojiro. He knows nothing. So, like, this time, I don't know anything. Nayuta doesn't know anything. Kojiro knows less than nothing. So, like, he's, like, in the negatives. You know? And anyway, yeah, we'll wrap it up here and we'll continue in the next part. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up, especially for me for being sad because I can't marry Kasuga and like, what the fuck? And big thumbs up for the pity party we're gonna have. And subscribe to see more.